Test 2 review. The first section is finding derivatives. To find the derivative of ln, you take the derivative of what is inside the parentheses and write it over what's inside the parentheses. The derivative of e, you rewrite the problem. You take the derivative of the exponent, 4 times 5. A constant raised to an exponent. You take the ln of the base. You rewrite the problem. And you take the derivative of the exponent. Okay, number 4 will be one of the 6 inverse trig derivatives. U is 7x, du is 7dx, and u squared is 49x squared. Okay, so for this one you put du over 1 minus u squared, which is 49x squared. Inverse cosine, u du and u squared. Okay, the derivative of the cosine is just the negative of the sine. Okay, you do negative du and 1 minus u squared. Okay, the u, du, and u squared are the same. For the tangent, you have your du and 1 plus u squared. Okay, same thing, u squared, du. Okay, for the secant, you have your du, absolute value of u squared minus 1. Okay, the u and du will all be the same here. The cosecant is the opposite of the secant in terms of the derivative here. And for the inverse cotangent, it's negative du over 1 plus u squared. Okay, so there's pairs, and then 3 of them are just the opposite sign. Okay, so you can see that sine and cosine are just the opposite in terms of positive and negative. Tangent and cotangent are the same thing, but cotangent's negative. And secant and cosecant are the same thing, except for the cosecant is negative. Okay. Now the rest of the problems will be integration. Okay, I don't need that 5. we're going to see that we need a different number there. Okay, anytime the power is one more on bottom, look at the ln. So u is what's at the bottom. Du. Okay, so that means I'm going to need a 6, and I'll have to undo it. So I'm going to multiply 6. I divide by 6 to undo that. Okay, so that gives me 5 over 6. 6x dx is du. The bottom is u. The integral of du over u is ln. So I replace u with what u equals to. Okay, that 3 is the wrong number. Anytime you have e to the u, let u equal the power. So 4 is the number that we need. I can multiply in a 4 if I divide a 4 on the outside. So that is 3 over 4 e to the u du. The integral of e to the u du is e to the u. And we're going to put it back in terms of u. Put the u back in terms of x. Okay, we do not have an x on top, so we can't use ln. So let's see if we can make this a trig function, but that trinomial on the bottom needs to be in the form of a perfect square plus a number. Okay, so this x squared plus 6x plus 14. Okay, I take half of 6. Half of 6 is 3, and then I square it. So I'm going to add 9 and subtract 9. Plus 9 minus 9 balances. That x squared plus 6x plus 9 is x plus 3 squared. And 14 minus 9 is 5. Okay, so this becomes this right here. So A squared is the 5. A is square root of 5. U squared is the x plus 3 squared. U is x plus 3. Du is 1 dx. Okay, so I do have 1 dx, so that's du, u squared plus a squared. And the integral of that is 1 over a arctan of u over a. Okay, a was square root of 5. U is x plus 3. So this is 1 over the square root of 5 arctan x plus 3 over square root of 5. Okay, number 8 will be one of those 3 integrals. So, a is the number. A squared is 49. A is 7. U squared is the 4x squared. So u is 2x. Du is 2 dx. Okay, so that 3 is the wrong number. So I'm going to put 3 out here. Okay, I need u at the bottom because the integral formula has u on the bottom. So I need a 2 here and a 2 here. So now it's in the form du, u squared minus a squared. And the integral of that is 1 over a arcsecant of u over a and plus c. So that would be 3 over 7. Okay, a is always the number. U is the function of x. And du is 1 dx. So we have in the form du a squared plus u squared. And that integral is 1 over a, so 1 over 4, arctan of u over a and plus c. Okay, I'm going to take that 3 out. Okay, so this is in the form a squared minus u squared. And that integral is let me write down my a and u. A squared is square root of 25. A is 5. U squared is x squared, so u is x. And du is 1 dx. Okay, so that integral is 3 arcsine of u over a. And that's the end of the review.